So you guys, it's been 36 hours since we put these crab pots out. But in the meantime, I did come out here and check them and add some bait to them. There was a lot of bait missing. So I already know we're gonna have some blue crabs in the pots. Just don't know how many it's gonna be. So let's get these three crab traps pulled up and let's see exactly what we do have. It sure is beautiful down here today. Got all the big seabirds flying around and stuff. Not too bad, not too bad. Probably got three big, nice male keepers in here. And look at this. Look at the bait. Oh. There's nothing but bones left in the trap. Not that the crabs are eating all of the bait. Also the minnows and stuff are getting in the traps and eating. So I know the other traps that we're going to pull have more in them than this one. Big, nice ones. That's a big crab right here. Yeah. Really big. Okay, guys. You see the crabs right there, and as I'm moving and getting my stuff set back up, Stephanie's going to sort these crabs out, and we'll show you the gauge that we use and tell you, you know, what we're looking for.
All right, guys, I'm gonna check the measurements on these as we decide if they're keepers or not. So in South Carolina, the measurement is 5 inches. So this gauge right here is 5 inches from the inside of here to here. So you put it on the point. You see this one's overlapping. So this one is definitely a keeper. It's over 5 inches.
And guys, we have a cooler with us, and right there in the bottom of it, we just got one frozen 2-liter water bottle. We're not going to be out here that long, and that water bottle, it'll keep the air temperature inside the cooler cold. I don't like to put ice directly on the crab, so I use the frozen bottles.
All right, this next one, this one's going to be a throwback. It's too short. See, I got it touching the little gauge on my side, and it's got lots of room here. I'm going to turn sideways so you guys can see it. So too short. This one's a good size one. Hold on. So he's got a point here, and it overlaps on both sides actually. So and this is a big boy here. This one is big. I want to make sure you can see his points well. So I can't even get him legs or anything to get kind of in between it. So you see he's sticking out on both sides of the gauge.
This is what I'm thinking. This is 5 inches from inside to inside. There's about an inch over here and close to an inch there. That's about a 7-inch blue crab, and that's a really nice big male blue crab, or what we call a jimmy.
There's actually an old ruler on top of here. I was going to see if we'll be able to tell on here.
Yeah.
He's a little bit over 7.
A little over 7.
Yep.
So I was close.
So I'd say about a 7 and
but
8.
Let's ease on to the next one, and I'll pull it again, and we'll let Stephanie sort the next pot. I know we're gonna have more right up here. it over here to this second crab pot. And this one right here is set pretty far back in here because when we were pulling our crab pots, we noticed that there were more crabs back in the shower. That's what we've been looking for, better quantity, but that always isn't that good just because of the quantity. So we're gonna have to sort these crabs, see what we have. Just trying to get as much of that mud off as I can. Get them down through my funnel into the bottom of, which is the top really. Opening my compartment door to dump the crabs. Nice quantity of crabs. So I love it when we got a good quantity of crabs to sort out, guys. I'm gonna get this straightened out and get right back with you with Stephanie sorting these crabs. So Stephanie, I give you a little bit of work to do on that one.
Yeah, there's several crabs in here today. We're gonna start with some of the ones I think are small. Too short.
Let's look at them a little closer up in the sun.
That one small came off by accident.
Oh, that's probably what
It's a little female too.
4-inch crab, little female. Pretty orange little claws with. That's one way we can tell she's a female.
Yeah, and then she's got this triangular apron, which means she's an immature female, so she has not bred yet. So we definitely want to make sure we put her back. I hate that one of her little claws came off just then. Alright. He's fighting. He's
Pretty little male, but
he's a little bit too short.
He's coming up, what, Stephanie?
Just a little too
He's
short.
He's about 4 7/8, guys, but
he's got a little break on his tip, but he's still
if he's not meeting the limit, put him back.
Yep, too short. Another male. I can see his little point under there, but it's too short.
Another
way
small
too short.
crab.
Got one here, guys, that's dead. So that one was probably one of the first ones to get in the pot, or it had been in the pot a little while longer. The bait had run out. We weren't here yesterday to come out and check them, but the other crabs ate him, so he kind of was sacrificed for them. So they ate him. So we didn't get to, they did.
Another small crab.
Yep. Too small. That one's a keeper. Barely on that side. This one's way too small. This one's going to be too small as well. And this one, little guys. This one might be a girl, yep. So she's too small anyway, but she is another immature female. You can see her red tips and her triangular apron. This one's probably going to be too small as well. Too small. That one's a keeper. So he gets to stay. And then a cooler and her out the boat. Him out the boat. Or was that a girl? I don't even remember now. This one's a little too short.
We're getting into some bigger crab now.
This one's a keeper. That one's definitely a keeper. You see, he's probably at least about 6 inches.
Probably a good 6-inch crab. Nice.
He's out there on the, ooh,
Don't let him get your toes, Stephanie.
Yep, be like Olivia. I'm not happy. All right, so both of those were too short. So let me grab this fella back.
And that claw right there just come off, and since we're not going to be out here long, if we put it in this cooler with that ice, we think it'll be good enough for us today.
Yep.
So,
ooh, that seat's hot.
how many keepers do we end up with that one? So,
we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 altogether.
7, and we had 3. So even though there was a good amount of crabs in that pot, we only ended up with 1 more keeper.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next one, get it pulled, and get this video on over with. Guys, when we're not just trying to take our time by sorting the crabs the way we're doing them. A lot of times we have did it enough that we can actually see what is going to be close to being a good sized crab. But what we're doing, we want to show, the crabs. We want to show exactly how we do it, and not mess around about throwing the ones back that are not keepers. If the crabs don't make the cut, they don't make the cut with us, guys. That's just the bottom line. Let's get on out here and pull these crab pots. This last one. So guys, even though I haven't even pulled this crab pot for you right now, we did come out here just like I said the other day, and this crab pot right here had more keepers in it than what we've been seeing. Maybe it's the area, maybe it's the bait. I'm not too sure. A lot of you guys have been telling me to try using chicken, that you're almost guaranteeing me that the chicken is going to work better. So, hey, I've used it before. We mostly just using this bait because it's free to us, but hey, let's do a video on using some chicken in some pots also. We'll get to it. That's a big crab. That's a big crab. They're pretty. Let me get this. This is what we're doing, guys. When we store ours, we like to put these ropes back in it with our buoys and stuff. It's a nice, neat way that you can store your crab pots. These crab pots, one thing that'll help the life of them, guys, is to rinse them off after you've used them. So let's let Stephanie sort these. Let's see what we end up with.
Start with the ones I know are small. Small one. All the rest of these in here look like keepers to me, so we'll go check them out and see.
We'll be close.
This is the next smallest one. It's touching. I can't come on this side of it. It's over a little bit. Same thing. It's over. All these are going to be, guys. That was the smallest ones already. I'm going to measure them for you. Oh, he might not make it because his tips are broke, so let me get a better measurement on him. But it's still
guys,
the tip.
With a crab like that right there,
oh, he actually does make it.
and he's making it, but if that crab right there, the tip was broke off, and you knew it was broke off, and he was a little bit under. Would you keep that crab or would you let it go? Me, myself, I'll let it go because, you know, I'm just worried about getting fines.
Right, this one does make it, so we are going to keep it, but I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about right here with this one, a little better grasp of it. See how long those points come out? So, I mean, those points are way out there, so, and this one's way over. So, yeah, with the other one being broke, I think some of you guys probably would keep it, broke or not. Ooh, that's a big one too.
Pretty crab.
Yep.
At least 6 1/2, 6 3/4
Look at all that
inch.
bright blue right there. That's pretty. What they call these blue crabs, guys. Look at their swimmer fins and all their body. See, it's way over.
This is what she's talking about when she's saying
the
the swimmer fin, guys. Most of you guys know that, but there are some people that don't out here.
All right, and then the backs, the tips of their claws. You see he's occupied holding onto this, so he's not really trying to get a hold of me. But you see all this really pretty blue there. And those little spikes right there, they will get you too, those little red spikes.
And point out like his eyes, how they come out and stuff, Stephanie, right here real quick.
Okay, that's the eyeball there. And the other one's right under.
It's kind of tucked in. You don't have to move it.
Right there. But they have a crusher claw and a cutter claw, right? Isn't that how crabs are designed?
Sometimes.
I believe so.
And some
but these little guys right here
species.
too, those sharp little points, those will cut you. So when you clean these, like we've showed you guys to clean them before, when you grasp them here and pop this shell off, you got to watch it. This thing right here will come back and cut you. You have to be careful. You see, if I do it, I like to wear gloves. Oliver just jerks them off though. All right, we're about to go back and get these cleaned up.
So guys, just give you a little panoramic view of around us. We've enjoyed crabbing with you today, and we hope you like the video. If you do like the video, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button for us. And YouTube can suggest our videos to other people that just love crabbing. We're just out here having a good time, doing the things that we love to do on the salt water mostly. And we thank you for watching.
Check you out next time. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram also.
Salty Reflections.